Welcome back to Schureberg. Since the last video, Amandaberry has two parts. In today's episode, I need to rework the eastern part of Mucis district near Old Lady. But first, I need to remove all traffic lights in some farming areas. When you see this one, there's a traffic light on it. So I'm using the Rework Road puzzle pieces. Check if there is a Rework Road puzzle piece. Remember, it's a four-way road intersection. If there's something wrong with this, I need to remove everything itself. So ask a few questions properly. Now, where is the okay, where's the T road intersection? So it needs to be placeable into something. How does it help? Yeah, that is right. Near farming areas. First of all, I need to look upon it, and it has to be carefully deleted. Nice one. Okay. Think twice. Including aristocracy. And some sort. Listen carefully. If there's something... yeah, it needs to be demolished. I think it's abandoned. It will crash quickly. Some sort. Let's make it a quick turn pieces. So I don't want to be disturbed. First, it needs a quick turn pieces. Then secondly, all possible equipments as possible. Third, the missing. Do I need to be required here or here? Except the following. So it needs to be the zone. Any current demolishments can be abstracted to destruction. Yeah, abstracted to destruction. So not this time. It needs more thing than it ever need. Unacceptable. Unacceptable areas might be. This is the first. Let's ask the truth fate first. Ah, there you go. And it needs to be switched first. Must be more likely. And there you go. Must lots a few things in here. Let's wait till later instead. Let's try switching it. Okay. Modern switch. It's unsuitable. Let's wait till later. Up next will be this part. The Mucis. How you everything about this Mucis part is obstructable. This can crash the desktop. No, it won't crash the desktop. Let's make it here in here. You'll probably that you'll think about mostly ever since what. Let's make it here. Here and here. Will only everything you want about that. Like that. Okay, zone is too large. So I think I had to remove everything itself into something new. Remember, it's careful. It's not spiritual community. And it needs an elevated rail. Single elevated rail is required for acceptable and confusion. Remember, the game will be crashed if you don't place on something. Some sort. Let's wait till later. So here's the expansion. How do I put an elevated rail here? Right here and here. Most of all, it needs compression. Not really. Okay. First, it needs a single railway line here and here. Then, second, no other than yourself. Supposedly. No, wrong side. How do I do it? Right here, right here. The center singularity lines providedly. And it needs to be a lot of few things that most exactly on this thing. And it supposedly needs a super connection this requirements. How does it help and how does it work? Well, yeah. Like, yeah, very so it needs an elevated rail in lines. First thing, it doesn't change in a while, and it doesn't work in well. First, something's wrong with the elevated super railway lines. Most are complemented. It doesn't seem in a while. Let's wait till later. How do I think about? Not much time. Okay. So let's make it open paved areas. Most are complemented deeply. Doesn't show in a while. Okay. Remember, this can crash the game if you do not do it. Okay. Let's try the zoning. It should be medium density. A medium density is required for construction. Better reconstruction. It's not sure if you do not see anything in well. Well. How does it go better? And how does it go better every time? Well, I encouragements. A single elevated rail near old lady. What about now? Moving on to this part, it needs a singularity. First, I need to demolish. No, not that one. A large fire station. Do I need to place it here? It should be here. Let's try it here to make a 4-piece area. No other done. And we encourage about this fewer moments. I think it is a double elevated railway lines most throughout this particularly. And doesn't make sure in a while. She is a girl who is struck in the moment. Not sure if we don't see anything such as empower issues. Let's make it better. I think it's supposed to be better. Well, I had a Larry thing to do. Let's wait till later. There's not much time left. So I need to provide one singularity lines based upon their contribution, and that hasn't shown in a while. Autosave. This can crash the desktop in a single while. You most probably thinking everything you want, then so on. If a girl who hacks from London, a lot of things pretty much fun of these things, like the singular you have, and most of all, it needs more trees in the required momentum. Otherwise, it can scratch throughout the most of the field things. Okay, it needs a single road connection. How does it help? Yeah, dissemination. Let's go to Schureberg Northwest. Something's wrong with the farming areas. They are periodically voided. Voided in all areas. Much of the things may constrain to a single transformer line. And let's go to the another side. I think it's supposedly it's supposedly is a free this ship line. Ship. No bad words allowed. Let's make a 4-lane narrow road onto this side. And a transition. A transition pieces here. And then the other sides as well. Road to narrow road 4. Oh, okay. Wrong side. This is not a single spectrum line. And this is not a single spectrum line. Right over here in this part. Let's try again. Okay. Wrong. Oh! Something's not right. Something's wrong. Sorry about this. Okay. We have to demolish it first before doing this. And it needs a Mucis Rework. Now road 4 transition. Now road 4 transitions to a special single line. Not really. But also try to make very actual for single straight in lines. Okay, yes. For most of all, it needs a For most of all, it needs a very single liner tree in here. Okay. And there you go. This is the oh, maybe something wrong. So I think I tried to realize it doesn't work. Uh, not to realize here and here. Cautiously. And there you go. This is the single perpendicular line. Well, most of the Mucis is very short in here, so it needs to be expanded. And new single river lines right after through much of it is it. And it needs to be demolished. How does it work? And how? It needs to be... It needs to be connected to each very simple line. Not so simple. Well, a viaduct rail, really? How doesn't help? Where's the high rail? Like high? Yeah, there. Supposedly here and here, and the other side. Okay. This is not enough. So I'm giving you next time. And first of all, it needs... well, a single situation. Most of the rail lines here, and most of the indestructibles here. And once I think it will get it to the front, well, it's not a single possible line. Let's build it here. And also here. No pylons allowed. There you go. What? Let's make it... let's make it suitable. Okay, one-way road pieces here. And it's supposed to be here on the other side. Get to the front. Okay. And a street puzzle. Remember, this can crash. Where's the viaduct? Yeah. Ah, there you go. So it needs to build a single line right after the agricultural. So let's go back then. It cannot place it on top of the reserve lines. A blank terrain. No time for curb pieces. It's not too curb, and it's not too curb. Let's put a street over here. Then a one-way road. This one. And there you go. This is the high piece. High level. Elevated. High level elevation. Most of all, it needs fewer things. Simply as per that. Then a train station in Old Mucis. Okay, let's try. Let's not disarrange here. So I messed up. It seems there's something wrong with the elevated railway connecting to Amandaberry. And it doesn't show in a while. Let's prioritize it first. Otherwise, it makes more useful. Let's remove it first. I think there's something wrong. Have you ever tried to do something unconscious? Rework. The second part that has to be removed. I accidentally exit without saving. Then secondly, it forces to discard everything. How does it show it on a single situation? Oh, okay. Right after this thing. This time, this is the second attempt of the high elevated rail rebuilding. Let's not make sure about this critical moments. I accidentally doing this. I need to fix it. It's like wisely does not show anything itself first. It doesn't seem a while, then secondly, then third. Let's try everything over. Let's try doing something over. Anything. How does it matters? Why would you make it crashing? And how does it help? And how does it help? Okay. And how does it help? Fiercely. Messing moments. Not after that you will ever see anything itself. Crashing to desktop. Auto saving feature doesn't work. I just want to make sure how to quick save. First, it needs a match. Secondly, no pylon areas. Then thirdly, road rural pieces. Then lastly, a rail viaduct. Yeah, rail viaducts. Under here and here. Most of the people didn't understand. So likewise, this is the second attempt. Quick save before doing this. And that's all. This can crash. Into a single bump road. Well, kind of weird or frustrating. Returns and possibilities. If the game crashes, this we're gonna have the third attempt. And there you go, this is the actual performance of this. Autosave. There's no such thing of it. Going to have a third attempt. On the first attempt, there is something wrong with this. Crashing to desktop has to be unconscious. Mucis Rework has been crashed because of the following. errors, violations, and restrictators. Let's try putting it over here. And mostly... Oh, okay. Have you ever tried to link about? Okay, this is not right. Something is... frustratingly. Plus, elevated railway station. Forcing it to require... I need more of it. Passengers can go through this station. And there you go. Naturally. Naturally here. Showing to less people. Okay, let's try putting over here, and over here. To make a single way in this part. Well. Kind of weird, not cool. There you go, this is the second one. Attempting to work on it. Oh. Frustrating some of any kind. The simulation will be resumed on the next episode. Some sort of any kind. Will also fewer things behind. And the next thing is... Oh yeah. The rework, I think. Possibly. Since the last segment, I think there's something wrong. It needs to be precautious. A single attempt, how does it help? For the most fewer things and recommendations. First, do I need a disaster will ever happen to know about? Second, a narrow road. Then third, lost control. And it's supposedly better than the other. What? How does it happen if you do not build own? Let's demolish it first before doing this. Not first, second, third, and fourth. I really know about the another Amandaberry expansion. Sorry for disturbance. Lost of certain areas. This is the second ones. Most of it needs a single situation. Not wise like ever had. Parks, renewals, and crashes. Do you understand what is corruptions? Let's have a subway. I think it will be crashing to the desktop. Please do not make sure about this in constant moments. Yeah. Not quite. And like... okay. Let's try it again. single line situation. Here. And here. To avoid complementing here. First. It's not quite indestructible. Yeah. It should be here on this side. And the last thing is... Whoa. How does it happen? You will think of it. A serious construction. Demolition and... First of all, it's not its fault that everything had. Moving on to the better road layouts. Here, check the zoning. It's not much though. Let's try rebuilding it on a better way. After that, it will be permanently in trouble. Let's not make sure about this constraint side movements. After that, will be over. All off. Whatever you do, if there's something wrong with this, I need to fix it. Let's see. Viaduct Road. Oh, okay. Try again. Let's try this thing again. There's no pausing situation. Oh, why is it blocking here? It can reach their own demolitions. Approximate time to be truthful, yes. Truthful, yes. Do you understand? Oh, okay. Let's try again. Okay. Do you understand what it means? The next thing is... And the last thing is... Oh, okay. Let's start over. Depots can happen. Needs a better way. Okay, wait. Whoa. Not a single while. This will burn down the entire clip of frustrations. Well, it seems presenting appropriately. Yeah. Yes. Should be. Overhanging stations and railways and kind of thoughts. So this is the end of this episode. A double elevated rail stations provided entire complemented, and it needs to be resumed on the next episode. Oh yeah, so unconscious. Yeah, you might think of probably of something. So it needs an elevated rail station and the landing strips right over here. Alright. And there you go. Lots of weird things in here. Adjustment for this camera, and there you go. So on the right side, you might going to have a new district. Unconscious Bedrock on the second time. And Ausleibonia. Probably. So on the next episode, you might going to do a new district Unconscious Rework. For the second time, Auslibonia expansion. And Astonishing. Probably in itself, it's extinction. First of all, it needs a better way to do on it. And there you go. Skill curve lines. Okay, there's no much time left. And there you go, lots of fewer things in here. Okay. And this part, you're probably thinking of something. Remove everything itself. Unless... So on the next episode, you might going to have a new district on the right side of Aristocracy Northeast. Unconscious Bedrock. Another Auslibonia and Astonishing expansions. I'll see you in the next episode.